A game with 100 different review scores often isn't very clear about what the game's strengths and weaknesses are. So is Prey worth buying, or is it, as IGN put, bad? But what's up guys, my name is Destry and welcome back to another Despwns review. So today I'll be reviewing the game Prey, which is the new title from Arcane and Bethesda, which is the same studios who made the awesome Dishonored game. So to begin, I'll try to approach reviewing Prey with as little spoilers as possible, since there are twists and turns in the story that you discover when you're playing it. That said, the story of Prey, while being an obvious attempt of constantly being a mindfuck of is this real, is this not real, what's really happening aboard the Talos 1 spacecraft, is still a pretty decent one. You play as Morgan Yu, the vice president and director of research for TranStar, alongside your brother Alex, who throughout the game you're trying to find out if he's a dick or not. As the director of research, you are directly involved with the alien race called the Typhon, which you're using to develop neuromods which can change the genetic structure of your brain to teach you things. And all I can really say without giving too much away is that the Typhon might have escaped and are causing a whole bunch of shit. Graphically, Prey is absolutely beautiful and definitely one of the reasons to check this game out. It's stylistic, it's beautiful, the design that just went into creating the spacecrafts and the weird shit like the toilets and the dormitories are all uniquely designed, and a few times I just stopped playing the game just to look at all of the beautiful things around me because it really just doesn't feel like you're in this reality. And any game that takes me out of this sad existence that I call my life is okay in my book. Where Prey seems to suffer the most is in its gameplay. While Talos 1 is extremely giant and immersive, you'll find yourself revisiting the same fucking areas over and over again, which leads me to my main problem about this game. Loading screens. You guys remember Skyrim, how every time you entered a new place it was like 10 minutes of a fucking loading screen? Yeah, this is worse. I'm not kidding. There'll be times when you walk onto an elevator, there's like 10 seconds of a loading screen, you go up to whatever platform you're trying to go to, you get into a new area, and oh great, another 10 seconds of a fucking loading screen. If there's one thing I don't have when I'm playing a game, it's fucking patience. I'm sorry, but it's true. And if you're trying to get from one end of the ship to the other, I suppose you could go on the outside of the ship, which is pretty cool and comes in handy sometimes to fly around in the extremely disorienting bowels of space. Like seriously, try to watch this and not puke. So yeah, I guess you could use your spacesuit to get to the other side and unlock it from there, but still, it's a pain in the ass and I hate it. I hate it! Also, a lot of people, myself included, thought that when this game came out, it would basically be the Dishonored in Space series. You get access to cool powers that you can use to upgrade your guy and make more badass, from like a short-range teleport decoy, mind manipulation, upgrades to your guns and weapons and health. So you kind of get this idea that a lot of the game you're just gonna be running around, kicking a bunch of alien asshole and feeling really cool about it. Instead, this game is much more based around survival than just ultimate badassery. So if you're expecting a game that even on easy you can just run around and shoot aliens in the dick and one-shot them, this game is the opposite of what you want. I mean, you can still shoot aliens in the dick, but it just really won't faze them at all. In a lot of situations you have to decide, do I really want to spend my hard-earned bullets fighting this piece of shit, or do I want to just try to get around him? And while the aliens you encounter don't usually one-hit kill you, they are still pretty hard to beat if you don't have the proper equipment. Which leads me to my next point, in that obtaining the proper equipment is fucking hard. Like a few times while playing, I decided to take the more Rambo approach. You know, got all these sick upgrades, got this baller golden gun, stocked up on ammo, let's fuck some shit up. So I'm killing aliens left and right, upgraded my hacking to hack some turrets to fight for me. I was practically unstoppable. Until I was. Your ammo in this game runs out quicker than fake spray tan at a basic bitch party. Runs out like my dad when I was born. And the fucking horrible part is that in order to get back all of that ammo you lost, you can't just go buy it. No, instead, you have to collect bullshit. Literally, like frayed wire, a half-eaten banana, corroded coils, and use up your already minuscule inventory space to recycle them in a recycle machine that then gets turned into material that you can use to fabricate new ammo. And this, for me, was the single most frustrating thing about this game. Albeit, I will say that I love those kind of games where you just feel like you're powerful and like nothing can stop you. So adjusting to this sort of more survival-based game may have just been a learning curve for me, but still, the amount of time that you'll just spend looking for bullshit in this game is astronomical. Unless throughout the entire game you just don't shoot anyone, then you probably won't care too much. Speaking of shooting people, one of the most interesting parts about Prey is its ending, or more accurately, endings. While I'm not going to give anything away, I will say that every choice you're presented in the game makes the ending completely different. For example, any opportunity opportunity where there was a crew member that needed saving, or there was a side mission where you're helping someone, I would instead just kill them. Don't judge me. It's just that anytime that there's a game where you have the choice to be evil, I'm always evil the first time I play it, okay? Don't judge. I don't actually like killing people in real life. In real life, it's a hassle and I hate it. So the fact that I was just a giant dick the entire game ultimately led to a different ending where things weren't all that good for me, and even more confusing as nothing is ever really explained. In fact, I had to look up the alternate endings on YouTube just to find out what this game was about. You know in The Matrix where Neo is talking to Trinity the first time and she's being all mysterious like, "It's the question that brought you here. What is the question?" What is the Matrix? The truth is out there, Neo. Okay, that scene is exactly like this game. Mysterious as fuck. But now imagine that that was the end of the Matrix. Just no explanation. Nothing further, just weird mysterious shit and then credits. Wouldn't you be like, huh? That's exactly what this game is. Just a big old, huh? It's like they tried to make the story just a giant mindfuck, but it kind of fails? I don't know, I'm sorry, I'm getting off track. Lastly are my thoughts on Prey's soundtrack. Music is always a really important part to me in a game, and I'd say that Prey is somewhere just in the middle. Despite its obvious attempt to be ominous and creepy and provide the occasional jump scare, nothing really stood out to me as, oh shit, this soundtrack is dope. Except that like a few times there was like some kind of 80s like Stranger Things type songs, but it wasn't like a reoccurring theme throughout the game. It's like they kind of like touched on the 80s type, you know, synthwave style, and then they kind of abandoned it and went to like the ominous creepy shit. So I feel like if they would have just stuck with the 80s type theme, it would have been like so much fucking better. Except there is the opening song of Prey, which is literally the best song I've ever heard in a video game. Oh, so good. So I mean, there is that, but throughout the rest of the game, there's no more of that cool shit. So it's like, you kind of get your hopes up really early, like, holy shit, this is sick. And then throughout the rest of the game, it's like, meh. Yeah. That said, guys, I decided to give Prey a 7 out of 10, and my sincere hopes that in the future there's a DLC or something that they make the story actually like kind of cohesive, where they really try to push a crazier story. I'll definitely buy whatever DLC comes out or second game they make in this franchise. But for now, maybe experience it for yourself and see if it's worth playing. Anyways, guys, that was it for this Despwns review. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and make sure to subscribe to this channel as I'm trying to do these, you know, more often. Make sure to leave in the comments down below any game that you'd want to see me review, and I'll check those out. That said, I'll see you next time for another Despwns review. Thanks for watching, and fair winds.